Good evening, everyone. I welcome you again to our lecture today. My name is Dr. Abiola Olusegun. I'm a herbal medicine practitioner in Embee Holistic Care. And what we are discussing today is human brain. The human brain. The things that affect the functions of the brain and ways to improve the functions of the brain. Those are the things we're going to learn in the lecture today. Now, before we go to the real lecture, I want us to know about the memory capacity of the brain. Now, what is the memory capacity of the brain? He said the human brain memory capacity in the average adult can store trillions of bytes of information. In a Stanford study, it was reported that the cerebral cortex alone has 125 trillion synapses. And in another study, it was reported that one synapse can store 4.7 bits of information. Neurons are the cells which processes and transmits messages within the brain, and synapses are the bridges between neurons which carry the transmitted messages. So, running the numbers, 125 trillion synapses to 4.7 bits synapse and about 1 trillion bytes equaling 1 terabyte. So the brain has capacity to store more than 20 million volumes of books. So I wonder why some people are still olodorabata, permit me for using that kind of language. If you have a fairly new computer, tablet or smartphone, you understand the phrase megabytes and gigabytes. This knowledge might help you put your brain's immense information storage capacity into perspective. And bringing this back to the human brain, according to a 2010 article in Scientific American, the memory capacity of the human brain was reported to have the equivalent of 2.5 petabytes of memory capacity. As a number, a petabyte means 1024 terabytes or a million gigabytes. So the average adult human brain has the ability to store the equivalent of 2.5 million gigabyte digital memory. The human brain is indeed a marvel with more capabilities than most of us can ever imagine. And as more studies are coming out, it is only a matter of time until we truly find out how much the human brain can store. The human brain and nervous system is prone to the same kinds of problem as any other part of our bodies. And we are here to help people manage or return their brain and nervous system to peak operational ability. Now, let's go to the things that affect the functioning of the brain. At times, genetic health problems can affect the brain not to function to its capacity, because people with genetic disorders might fail to produce enough of certain proteins that influence brain development and function. And number 2 is laziness. Some people are so lazy. They don't like to do anything with their brain. They don't like to try logical questions. They don't even want to do anything new with their brain. And the brain has to be trained well to perform well. So it's garbage in, garbage out. And another one is complications from other diseases like diabetes. It can affect how the brain functions because there can be damage to the small blood vessels in the brain. And another one is, as we are growing older, lack of blood circulation to the brain can affect its function. When we have low circulation of blood to the brain. And there are some ways we can improve blood circulation to the brain. The brain is full of arteries, and those arteries supplies oxygen and nutrients to the brain. When the brain becomes anemic, that's when there is low blood supply to the brain, the tissues of the brain gradually dies and the connection between the cell dies. This can increase the risk of stroke. Actually, it is easy to increase the amount of blood flowing into the brain in our daily lives. If we do so, we can reduce the risk of stroke and the brain disease like dementia, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson, and so on. And it will enhance our memory and concentration. Now, I want to list the ways we can improve blood circulation to the brain. Number 1, we can increase our blood flow to the brain through aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise enhances circulation capacity of blood vessels. So it is most effective for increasing blood flow to the brain because oxygen spreads throughout the body. The cells of the brain are activated and the connection between the tissues are also improved. And following the simple aerobic exercises, the effects are tremendous. You can walk fast for 30 minutes every day. You can jog for 15 minutes every day. You can dance for 30 minutes every day. You can cycle for 15 minutes every day. Any of this can improve blood flow to the brain. And then eating healthy meals. Eating healthy meals, it is important to know the ingredients that help to keep the brain healthy. About 20% of the blood delivered through the body is sent to the brain. So high levels of colorful fruits and vegetables like purple color foods, yellow fruits and vegetables will really power the brain. In fact, I used to tell people that we can paint the color of our children's rooms yellow. Yellow is a very good color, and thank God I'm even wearing yellow today. Yellow is a very good color. We can paint their reading tables, their chairs to yellow color because that color powers the brain. So yellow color is very good for the brain. So when you take yellow fruits and vegetables, it will really power the brain. It will enhance the blood circulation to the brain. And excess intake of sugar can affect the brain function. We also need foods that are high in omega-3 like avocado, nuts, seeds, coconut oil, coconut milk, tiger nut milk, and so on. They are very, very good for the brain. Whole grain foods like oats, like barley, corn, and so on can be of help too. Berries in general are brain foods. Broccoli, walnuts specifically, tomatoes, they are very good for the brain. When you eat 1 tomato per day, it is very, very good. It will improve the blood circulation to the brain. They are very good when it comes to functioning of the brain. And then another one is smoking. Smoking is very, very bad for the brain. The longer you smoke, the higher your risk of greater age-related brain volume loss. So please, quit smoking. And then obesity and stress. Obesity and stress, in fact, they go a very long way in affecting the brain functions. When you take too much of foods that are high in cholesterol, when your stress level is too high, because when the stress level is high, the body releases a hormone which is called cortisol, and high level of cortisol will cause inflammation. It can lead to so many. It can elevate your blood pressure. It can lead to low libido. It can lead to stroke. It can lead to short-term memory loss. It is very, very bad. It's as bad as that. So smoking, obesity, stress, these three are one of the greatest enemies of the brain and general well-being. They are one of the greatest enemies. By smoking a cigarette, nicotine enters the bloodstream. The adrenal glands are stimulated and excessive adrenaline is secreted. Stress also stimulates adrenaline, and adrenaline stimulates the central nervous system, and it causes pulse acceleration and excessive tension. And when the body is in this state, it creates a dangerous condition as a time bomb that the blood sugar level drops while the brain is in an excited state. And obesity also have a major impact on the health of the brain. It reduces blood flow to extremities like lower leg and brain, and it poses a risk of stroke. blood pressure, and others. So please, watch your diet. Eat a healthy diet. Eating well is different from eating healthy. So please, eat healthy. Eat healthy. Watch your diet. Don't take food that are high in sugar. Don't take food that are high in cholesterol. And eat on time because of indigestion. It is very, very important to do brain training every day. It is important to read books, engage in critical thinking, games, motivation, curiosity, positive ones, positive curiosity. All this will improve the brain cognitive abilities. So don't say you don't have, don't just, you're just wasting the capacity of your brain. You don't learn new things every day. It is very, very bad for the brain. Using the brain in this way helps to build or create a new bridge connecting nerves and neurons. So the brain tissues gradually increases. The brain's aging can be prevented, and the place where new blood flows also increases. So please learn something every day. Train the brain. If there is no health problem, everyone can be genius. No one is born olodorabata. We just chose to be olodorabata because we don't want to train our brain. So please make sure you learn new things every day. Train your brain. Then another one is positive thinking. It's a daily stress, anxiety, negative thoughts and feelings actually change neurochemical composition of the brain. This can also cause excessive secretion of adrenaline, and when adrenaline is secreted in excess, the blood flow to the brain and the nervous system becomes unstable. And if this continues for a long time, it can affect our overall brain function in serious ways. So it's important to always have positive thoughts. Say thank you to people every day for good gestures. Always say sorry to others, even when they are wrong. Say sorry. In cases of when someone mistakenly march on your foot, even if they did it knowingly, resist every temptation to get angry. Just say sorry. It won't do you anything. Getting angry will also affect you. So please, resist every temptation to get angry. Be generous. Be a cheerful giver. Be happy. Give out. Not necessarily something big. Even the Bible says there is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. So please, give. Make yourself happy. Support others to success, even if you are still below the person. Goodness is reciprocal. Forgive others quickly and freely. Don't keep grudge. Don't no grudge, no malicious bitterness. Please stay away from all those. It will affect your brain. And I think all the above can really help us improve our brain functions. Lastly, at times it might become necessary to use certain remedies to improve the brain to an extent before the suggestions I've listed. And there are many of those remedies that can help. So we can, at times we do that, using remedies to help improve brain function. It happens like that. When you want that, you can always contact us. But a cup of coffee daily or 3 times a week is not a problem, except you have a health problem. That coffee will be a problem to consume. So if you don't have any problem, a cup of coffee at least 3 times a week is not a problem, because coffee awakens the brain. That's why some people abuse it when they have night jobs, so that they won't sleep, because it awakens the brain. So please don't abuse it. Don't take it in excess. When you take 1 cup 3 times a week or 1 cup daily, it is still very okay, except you have a health problem that you can't take coffee. And for those that have diabetes, it is also safe, but I used to advise that if they want to take coffee, they should add 1 tablespoon of MCT oil or coconut oil to it when it is hot, and they should drink it. So this is where we're going to end our lecture today. And I want to implore you to please share and like the lecture. Please share, so that many people will also benefit from this. There are so many people out there that are suffering from series of things that they don't, because they are ignorant of it, they are suffering. And if you share, it will help them, and also help people that can still prevent them from happening. So please share the lecture. Just keep on sharing, and thanks for listening to the lecture. See you on Wednesday when we discuss another topic. If you have any question on the topic we have discussed today, or you have question on any element whatsoever, you can send message to us on Facebook. We'll reply you as soon as possible. And you can also follow us on our other social media platforms. On Instagram is Embee holistic_care. You can also join us then on YouTube. So you can search for Embee Holistic Care. You also see it on YouTube. And if you want to speak with a doctor, maybe you have anything to discuss with a doctor, you can call the number 081-0460-7130. 081-0460-7130. See you on Wednesday. Bye for now.